After the rape of Nanjing, China, by the Japanese in 1937, the Japanese army expanded the number of comfort stations, brothels that serve as Japanese soldiers. Even though the first comfort station was established in Shanghai in 1932, the number of stations did not explode throughout Japanese territory until the rape of Nanjing. By setting up a military organized prostitution, Japan was triumphantly able to prevent venereal diseases among its soldiers, the leaking of military secrets, and other atrocities. Tragically, many women from Southeast and East Asia were forced into the system. Many of them were abducted from their villages, sold by their poor parents, or tricked with promises of job opportunity. They were raped by dozens of soldiers every day and lived in horrible conditions. In 1991, after many years of silence, some Korean comfort women spoke up about the tragedy, and the relationship between Japan and South Korea became tense. In December 2015, the two countries reached an agreement regarding Japan's atonement to South Korea, which was believed to bring an end to the tension. However, in November 2018, South Korea's decision to challenge the agreement has reignited the tension between the two countries. Before 1852, because of its geographic location, Japan was isolated with limited foreign trading. In 1854, Commodore Matthew C. Perry came to Japan and forced the Japanese into a treaty that opened Japanese ports to U.S. trade. Perry's action of coercing Japan into signing the treaty shattered Japan's picture of itself as a strong country. When Japan saw itself heading toward the same fate as the Chinese, which was being overpowered by the West, a reform movement started to take place. The Japanese feudal system was abolished to lead ways for industrialization and imperialism. Japan declared that the imperial founder of our house and our other imperial ancestors, by the help and support of the forefather of our subject, laid the foundation of our empire upon a basis, which is to last forever. Over the next decades, Japan was described as a powerful center of power has developed where only 80 years ago, the conqueror and economic pioneers of Europe and America believed there was a colony that could easily be taken over. During Japan's quest for territories, the Chinese city of Nanjing was captured by the Japanese army in December 1937, and the capture came to be known as the Rape of Nanjing. An estimated 20,000 women were raped by the Japanese soldiers during the 6 weeks of the Rape of Nanjing. Most were brutally killed afterwards. During the capture, the soldier would use bayonets to slice off the woman's breasts, revealing the pale white ribs inside the chest, while other soldiers stood by applauding the scene and laughing heartily. In a short time, the details of the Japanese soldier violence in the incident spread and shook the whole world. As a result, the comfort women system, which was first promoted by Yasuji Okabura and established in 1932, grew to prevent further backlash against Japan. Afterwards, the management of the comfort station were passed to civilian contractors because the army knew directly running the system was considered inappropriate business. Besides preventing anti-Japanese feeling, the system also served as a way to prevent the spreading of venereal diseases among soldiers. Condoms were distributed to soldiers, and the comfort women were checked weekly by a military doctor. The system also served to protect military secrets because sleeping with local prostitutes could risk having the secret plannings being leaked. To prevent that, the convict women were confined in walled comfort stations and supervised by guards at all times, so they could not have the opportunity to talk to outsiders. The Japanese triumphantly succeeded in preventing those atrocities from happening before and during World War II. As the army grew, the demand for comfort women also increased. As a result, the army started to coerce women from where the Japanese military occupied into the system. The women were tragically forced into the system through being abducted from their villages, being tricked with promises of job opportunity, or being sold by their poor parents or villages. In the comfort station, their lives were a living nightmare, as they were raped by 30 to 40 soldiers daily. Even though soldiers had to pay for a visit, the money almost never went to the women.
그래서 그렇게 막 며칠을 지냈는지는 모르겠지만도 일어나지를 못해. 이 걸음이 지대로 안 걸린다고.
Some comfort women also had to travel and live with the Japanese troops in poor condition and the danger of battlefields. If not, they had to live in comfort stations with high fences under the constant supervision of the guards. Because there was no official report on the comfort women issue, the exact number of comfort women was unknown, but the estimation ranged from 300,000 to 400,000 women based on the number of soldiers in the Japanese army. The ending of World War II in 1945 did not signify the end to the comfort women's tragic nightmare. After the war, if the comfort women were not killed by the Japanese soldier, they were abandoned by the Japanese troops without any money or ways to return to their hometown. When some finally did return, they had to face the shame and scrutiny in their village, and some were accused of being Japanese sympathizer or spy. Besides emotional scarring, they were marred with physical scarring of venereal diseases because the requiring to use condom was not always followed, and the constant sexual abuse left many women infertile. Publicly, nothing was known about the comfort women because there was no official government document. The issue remained silent until 1991, after a group of Korean comfort women unionized and spoke up, which created tension between Japan and South Korea. On December 28, 2015, an agreement in the form of parallel statement was reached between the two countries. In the agreement, Japan funded 1 billion yen to a foundation that was established by the South Korea government to provide compensation for the comfort women. Shinzo Abe, as Prime Minister of Japan, also gave an official statement of more sincere apology and remorse. And both countries confirmed that this issue is resolved finally and irreversibly. However, in November 2018, the agreement was challenged by South Korea government after its decision to dissolve the foundation. Despite that, South Korea President Moon Jae-in and his administration announced they were not seeking to scrap or renegotiate the agreement. This action was considered controversial because the two countries were supposedly to have settled all issues of compensation. So going against the agreement could affect South Korea's international credibility. Also, those actions were considered a threat to the foundation of the bilateral relationship between the two countries, which took decades to build. By dissolving the foundation, South Korea did not take into account that 70% of the surviving convert women had already accepted relief from the foundation and were living on the provided money. In the end, has the movement of comfort women issue shifted from compensating the women to become just an excuse for many political tension?